Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the world of business problem solvers, using real-world stories to look at two super-critical roles that basically turn complete chaos into crystal clarity.
Okay, let's get right into it. You know, every company has those big, messy problems, right? We're talking about projects that are just completely off the rails, money that's kind of disappearing into thin air, or systems that are just broken. So who are the people who actually step in, figure out what's really going on, and then lead the charge to fix it?
So where do you even start? Well, the first step is always investigation. And in the business world, that's where the business analyst, or BA, comes into play. You really can think of them as a detective showing up on the scene, ready to dust for prints and piece together the real story. Imagine getting this case file dropped on your desk. A company knows it's losing millions of dollars worth of assets. The money is just vanishing. It's somewhere in the data, but no one can find it. A classic business mystery, right? And this isn't some made-up story. It was a real problem that needed a real detective to solve it. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The problem that everyone's pointing their finger at, it's often not the real problem at all. A sharp analyst knows that sometimes the issue is what's called an edge case. Basically, it's a situation so rare or specific that the original system just wasn't built to handle it. It's not broken, it's just unprepared. The detective's job is to see past what everyone else is looking at. So, how does our business detective actually gather all these clues and make sense of everything? Well, it's not about gut feelings or guesswork. It is a highly structured process. It's about turning all those conversations, all those observations, and all that data into a concrete plan, a blueprint for the solution. You know, the investigation almost always kicks off with people. You've got to interview the stakeholders, the folks who are living with this broken process day in and day out. From there, the analyst literally maps out how things work right now, warts and all. Only then can they write up that detailed blueprint for a new, better system and lay out a crystal clear plan for how to get there. And here are some of the actual tools they use to do it. They'll whip up flowcharts to see the whole process visually, and they'll write use cases, which are really just simple stories that explain exactly how someone is going to use the new system. It's all about making sure absolutely nothing gets missed. And this, right here, might be the most crucial skill of all. A great analyst has to be a great translator. They take all this complex technical stuff and break it down so that everyone, from the software engineers to the marketing team, is on the exact same page. No jargon, just simple, clear language. Okay, let's switch gears. We've got a solid blueprint in hand, so now it's time to actually build the thing. The detective work is pretty much done. And this is where a different kind of leader steps up to the plate, the project manager, or PM. They're the one who leads the charge to get it built. Now, a lot of teams these days use a super flexible approach called Agile. Instead of trying to build the entire perfect solution in one giant go, Agile's all about working in small, quick cycles. You build a little piece, you test it, you get feedback, and then you improve it. It's a continuous loop of building and learning. And this approach is so important because, let's be real, things always change, right? I mean, what happens when you're building an app for an event and halfway through someone says, "Hey, can we sell books through this thing too?" An Agile PM can roll with those punches, adapt the plan, and get it done without the whole project grinding to a halt. The modern PM is also a communications wizard. I mean, they're often leading these incredibly diverse teams. You might have your in-house people just down the hall and a team of developers on the other side of the world in a totally different time zone. The secret sauce is using digital tools like Teams, Jira, and RingCentral to close that distance and keep everybody aligned and pushing in the same direction. But after all that digging and all that meticulous management, what's the point? It's about closing the case. It's about delivering real, tangible results that make a serious impact on the business. So, remember that case of the missing millions we talked about at the beginning? Well, here's the payoff. Case closed. Because of that detective work and that solid project leadership, a brand new asset tracking system was built. And the result? The company recovered millions of dollars in lost assets. Mission accomplished. And the wins just keep stacking up. In another case, a rewards program for partners was failing so badly it was about to be shut down. The team swooped in, rebuilt the whole application, and integrated a new payment system. This didn't just save the program, it saved the company $100,000 every single year. And the list just goes on. Building an in-house website for recruitment? Boom, saved thousands in vendor fees. A new online store for spare parts?
That created a whole new revenue stream. Oh, and managing over 30 complex software projects that all came in on time and under budget? Yeah, that's what a well-oiled machine looks like. So you can see the whole journey right here. It starts with total chaos, you've got lost money, broken systems. Then the analyst brings clarity with a smart blueprint. And finally, the project manager drives that plan forward to create real, measurable impact, money saved, revenue gained, and a better way of working for everyone. It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? What broken processes or hidden opportunities are just waiting to be solved all around us in our own workplaces and maybe even in our own lives? That's it for this explainer. Thanks for watching.